Hello YouTube, I'm Dylan, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you all how to draw Minnie Mouse from those beloved Disney cartoons. She's a famous icon after Mickey Mouse. So get a pencil, get a piece of paper, and let's begin. And Minnie Mouse is a lot similar in size and shape to Mickey Mouse because she has a circular shaped head and circular shaped ears. And the difference is that Minnie has eyelashes and a lot of other accessories. So we just draw these 3 circles, 1 for the head and 2 for the ears. And remember to always draw loosely and lightly at first, so that way when you make mistakes, it'll be hard. It can be easily covered up well. So then we draw this kind of U shape that indicates what her body is going to look like. And then we need to draw some ovals that will indicate where her feet will be. We're just breaking down the basic shapes. And she's going to be in kind of a pose, a cute, girly pose. So we'll draw her arms. Then we're going to put this U shape. That's going to be her leg. Okay, now we've got our building blocks. Now it's time. Now we should put in a center line so that we can know where the middle of her face will be. Okay, now what we do is we draw the outer side of her head. We did this, Mickey has this too. It's like 2 different V shapes. One is bigger and one is smaller. So you're just gonna, it's almost like sort of like an M, a curved lowercase m, but it's really big. This is her cheek. But before we get to the rest of her face, we need to draw her bow. It's one of the differences between her and Mickey. So we're going to start with the bottom of the knot, and then we're going to draw this kind of heart shape. I'm just going to darken that in a little bit. So I'm just going to darken this heart shape and make sure you put these fold lines there. And then right here is the knot. So it's basically like a top right half circle. And then you're going to put another heart shape that goes like this and ends like this. So I'm just going to darken that. Then I'm going to like darken the side of her head. before we get to her face, if you remember, Minnie's got these polka dots on her bow tie. So we're going to start with the ones that are like they're like wrapped around. And don't forget to put some wrinkle lines within the bow. So we'll just draw one near half circle here, one here, two here, one here, and another one here. Another one is right here. Then we put some whole ones, like there's one here, and one here. So that's her bow tie. Now before we get to her eyes, we're going to draw her nose. So you just draw this curve. And then right here is her nose. It's basically kind of a sort of an oval shape or a jelly bean shape. We've drawn these animal noses a bunch of times. And then you color the nose in black, make it kind of dark. And then we draw the U shape. This is like the top part of her mouth. So you're going to put the dimple side of her mouth. And then there's the lower part of her mouth. It's a U shape because she's going to be smiling in this drawing. And then we draw her tongue like this. And then you just color everything else besides the tongue. And her lower lip. Okay. Now we need to put in the back part of her head. And then we need to draw her eyes. And just like Mickey, her eyes are these tall, skinny ovals. And here's another one right here as well. And if you remember, like I said, we got to put eyelashes on her. And there's 3 of them. And then we put in her pupils. And we're going to have them on the right side so that she's like looking at us. And don't forget to put in the highlights of her eyes. And color these in as well. And now we need to indicate her ears. We'll start with this one. And you don't draw the whole ear because everything else is tucked behind her bow. And then on this side, so that's a whole ear. Then you can get the side of your pencil and just color everything else. Make it all dark. get that ear as well. And then we'll get this whole ear on this side. So that's her head. And now we need to draw her body. So let's start with her sleeve. Which is it's kind of something a maiden would wear, or some dresses have these. So you're just going to draw these curves, or maybe a heart shape, a really soft heart shape. Then you're going to put in the sleeve itself, which is basically this cylinder. And then we'll get the back side of her sleeve, of her body. And we should also get the rest of her dress. Here's the front side. And we also need to draw her gloves. Just like Mickey, she has gloves. So you'll draw the wrist cover. And then we need to draw her fingers. That's one of them. So there's one. Those are the three gloves. And then we need to draw the thumb. And then the palm, which goes like this. After that, we need to color in her arm, make that dark. That was just her dress line. But we have to get her other arm first. So here's one arm that goes like this. And then we'll draw one sleeve of one glove, of that glove. Then you're going to draw her thumb, her palm, her finger, her the other part of her palm, another finger here, and then another finger like that. And then you color the arm black. And now we need to draw her dress. So you draw her belt, that kind of belt line goes like this, and then a half circle here for the button. And then we need to indicate her dress shape. So you draw this kind of half triangle here. And then, just like her bow, her dress has polka dots. We'll start with the half ones. And there's 2 whole ones. Now, we need to draw her the under part of her dress, which has these U shapes with a line and 2 underneath U shapes under it, and it stops with a curve there. And then you're going to put another curve right here to indicate the other under part of her dress. And then we'll draw her legs. Here's her one leg, followed by a half oval like that. And both of these shoes she wears has bow ties on them, so they'll just be like these really skinny heart shapes with the knot and another kind of shape just like that with here's the side of her shoe. And they're kind of like heels. So there's the back side of it. Then we need to draw another bow tie. There's the square for the knot and a heart shape. And now we need to draw the shoe. There's the shoe, and here's the other side. And like Mickey, she has a tail. So you just draw this U shape. Goes like that. And then you can finally color her feet in, her legs and feet in. Get there. And I'll darken that side as well. And there you have it. That is Minnie Mouse. Hope you had fun. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like this video, subscribe for more, and we'll see you next time.